guys, it's Mia. Welcome back to Vlogmas day 4. Hello everyone, welcome back to Vlogmas. So today I'm doing something a little bit different than a vlog just because it's been so chaotic the past day. Today I'm going to be answering your questions about boarding school. I've done a few of these videos before and they're always really popular and you guys always come up with new questions that you want to know the answers to, so I figured out today that I would do another one of these. So I asked you guys over on my Instagram a little while ago actually for any questions, and I've only just got round to answering them, so I'm sorry if you've been waiting for these questions to be answered, but I'm here. Okay, first question, what options did you take? So for any of you American or non-English subscribers on my channel, options are GCSE subjects that you choose to take. I took history, Spanish, drama and music, and then you have to do like maths, English, sciences on top of that. What was the biggest lifestyle change you had to make? There are quite a few lifestyle changes that you have to make when it comes to going to school. I think the biggest one was having to do everything myself. Like, you know, normally you rely on your parents to do everything for you, but when you go to boarding school you have to do everything yourself, which is really difficult at first. Like, I remember the first time I had to book a taxi, I was literally shaking so much because I was so scared to go on the phone to someone I didn't know. So I'd probably say that's the biggest lifestyle change that you have to make, is just being very independent. And it's just like that, like, you know, one day you have your mum, the next day you have to do everything. It's such a drastic change. Are you allowed to fly by yourself? Yes, I am. I was only allowed this year because I'm 15 now. I have a video on me flying alone for the first time that wasn't filmed too long ago, but it is, yeah, it's quite a traumatic experience. Do you still get the high school experience even though you're surrounded by teachers? Yes, you do. I would actually say you get the experience more than you would at a day school. My school has day pupils and it also has boarders, so we're like a mixed school. And I would say that the boarders actually have a better experience than the day pupils do. That's just my opinion. Don't know if it's right or not, but yeah, you do. And the teachers end up becoming like parents to you because you kind of get to know them on a different level to if you're a day pupil because they live with you, if that makes sense. Can you order food to the school? Yes, in yesterday's Vlogmas, or no, on Vlogmas day 2 you can literally see us ordering a McDonald's to school. We can order food to school, but it has to be on like certain nights. So on the weekends we're allowed to, and sometimes if you get special permission you're allowed to get food ordered. What are the rules about Netflix after bedtime, etc.? So last year, if you watched my video from last year, I spoke about like my bedtime rules and stuff, and they were really strict, but this year they're really not strict at all. I'm not sure if it's because I'm older or if it's just like changed in the house, but basically the Wi-Fi goes off at 12. It used to go off at 10:40, which sucked so much. But yeah, the Wi-Fi goes off at 12, but bedtime is at like 20 past 10, although none of us are actually in bed at 20 past 10. And you can watch Netflix or whatever until the Wi-Fi goes off, but I can also just watch it on my phone using data. Last year I had to give in my phone as well, but this year I can keep my phone, so it's super duper chilled out this year. I can watch it literally whenever I want. Do you get to choose your roommate? No, you don't. Last year I had 2 roommates. Yeah, that's right. I had 2 roommates. I didn't choose either of them. You just get bunged in with someone. This year so far I haven't had a roommate, but after Christmas I might have one, and I won't get to choose who it is. It's just a completely like, it's the teacher's decision. We have a roommate next year. I don't know yet, maybe. They've told me it is quite a high possibility. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I don't have one because I have exams coming up and it will be kind of annoying. This is one of my favourite questions. Are there snobby people? Yes, absolutely, there are snobby people. I go to a private school, and every private school you go to, it's just England, isn't it? Yeah, you do. The amount of things that I've heard at school, like some things you would never think human beings would say, is absolutely hilarious, but it does, yeah, it's crazy. Do you get to hang out with boys? Yes, we do. Last year, because of COVID, we actually couldn't hang out with the boys, but this year, because COVID is a little bit more relaxed, we are allowed to. They're allowed into our boarding house on Fridays, Saturdays and Sundays. So typically, like, I'll just go to the kitchen one night and there'll be like loads of boys in our living room, but we've ended up all becoming quite good friends, so it is quite nice having them come around. Obviously, like, they're not allowed into our rooms or anything, but they're allowed like around the house. How did your parents first respond when you asked to go? I actually don't really remember when I first asked to go to boarding school. I remember me and my parents were talking about it like, I think a year before I made the decision. We were like talking about my gymnastics career and which direction it would go in and stuff, and like, you know, how I would improve and all of that jazz. I remember I made the decision before the first lockdown that we ever had in 2020. I made the decision just before then because I was waiting to be accepted into the school. I don't actually remember how I asked them. I think they were kind of expecting it because like I'd been like talking about it for a while, and they were really chilled out about it for some reason. I think because my older sister also went to a boarding school, they kind of like know the process, they know, you know, all of that jazz. Where do you go during the holidays? So during the holidays I typically go home back to Dubai like I am today, but during lockdown I went to my granddad's house. Sometimes you might go to a friend's house, or you might go to like a hotel or something, but you're not allowed to stay in the boarding house, which kind of sucks. But what happens if you're sick? So if you're ill, you get sent to this place called the San, and it's basically like this medical house, and if you're ill they send you to this medical house and you'll stay in the house for the day. You're not allowed to stay in your boarding houses if you're ill. I have been sent to the San quite a few times. It's really not a fun experience. It's not something I would highly recommend wanting to experience. It's yeah, it's quite sad and lonely up there, and it's quite scary and cold. It's really not fun. Do you ever get into trouble? yes, we do get into trouble quite a lot. I would say last year we got into a lot more trouble than we did this year. We've definitely like matured a lot this year, but last year we were the absolute troublemakers of the boarding house, me and my friends. The teachers absolutely hated us because we didn't even do anything bad. We just constantly did like little things that got us into trouble, and the teachers got so sick of us that they just they gave up. They really did give up. That is all I am going to answer today. I know this video was quite short, but I am getting ready to go on a plane. If you can tell by the suitcase behind me, so I'm a little bit stretched for time. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I will be back to doing normal like Vlogmas day vlogs tomorrow, so if you missed it, don't worry, they're coming back. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you tomorrow for another day of Vlogmas.